This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. EA Sports College Football with a terrific matchup on this Thursday night. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The Roadrunners headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. Coming out with it, it's Holloway. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On the run, it's Bernard. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well give it to him again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working that wide receiver screen. Turns it on in midfield. Dashing the knee on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Run in the red zone. It's Bernard. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. power football with the run. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Right back to the well. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick release by the QB. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The give to the tailback. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Shakes off the defender. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Inside the 40. All by himself down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Roadrunners!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the ground, it's Bernard. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Messer. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the right. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The Owls have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And they swarm him under.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Owls. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Back to pass, it's McCown. Pocket breaking down. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And it's the Roadrunners. Will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Henderson. Might have a chance.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Roadrunners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Move. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
And the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's McCown. Makes the grab, it's Henderson.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Henderson. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Running inside, it's Bernard. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
There's some room. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking, and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. This time he wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. There's a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Now they're going to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's McCown. Makes the catch. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Run in the red zone. It's Donald. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Smashes it between the uprights. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's open things up with Coastal Carolina taking on the Liberty Flames. And it's the Chanticleers who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start.
On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's McCown. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Unloads quickly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Henderson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Henderson. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And it's the Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. And it's on the ground. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. I don't know if it was luck or... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
To the air, it's McCown. Throws to the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Roadrunners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Complete. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UTSA. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway.
tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Looking for room, it's Bernard. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
At the 31. Coming up, 4th down.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Bernard.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's got it on the right. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Owls! And that one will put him up here in the second half. This game Must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Henderson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's McCown. A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's open. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
24, UTSA 17.
So first down will open up the final period. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. And he's knocked down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Complete out left to Wilson. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. The play action fake. Now sliding to his left. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Back to throw. It's McCown. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go.
Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Using his legs, it's Bernard. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to him on the ground. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The run inside. It's Bernard. Could be an alley.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful. It absolutely cannot.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads it left. It's caught. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown Owls! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Owls right back down the field with the answer.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Henderson. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Dropping back, it's McCown. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some.
Snags it and he's open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
On the run, it's Tillman. There he goes. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.